Welcome back, everybody. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Where we left off last time, we got our asses kicked by ogres, and we got our asses kicked by adder beetles and stuff like that. So, now I've cleared out most of those things, except for the ogres, which we are going to leave for a later date when we are a higher level. I'm beginning to think my party composition isn't ideal, but that's okay. We're gonna cross the river here, I guess. I have no reason not to. Okay, maybe I did.
Anyone suspected of treachery must be reported at once.
Okay.
Good, you have come. You have heard of the recent defections from our order caused by this apostate in Kratom.
The pale image of Theos beckons you with the curl of translucent fingers. An answer flows to the surface of your consciousness, remembered from ages ago. Yes, I have.
This is a dangerous woman whose lies spread like plague. She inspires chaos, sows conflict. Because of these unusual circumstances, I am speaking to all our initiates personally to ensure there is no more dissension.
You mean because she was one of us?
Who she was no longer matters. If her following continues to grow, there will be war, and all our work will be undone. You were recruited from Kratom, were you not? You must have known this heretic woman, Yavara.
At hearing the name, a flood of memories pours into your mind. I'm gonna say I was in love with her.
I see. And did she return the sentiment?
Yes.
I trust that you will snuff out this flame if it still burns. The gods do not take pity on traitors. I am trusting you to remain loyal to the gods in this. If you do not, you will have greater powers than me to answer to. But you will answer to me as well.
After a moment he adds, and I'm gonna say, I understand your eminence. And he vanished. Alright, I'm going to go explore the rest of this area, of course, because what's the point of leaving a tiny little bit unexplored? Okay, so this is one way we can go. Apparently there's something else up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the transition point here. That way we can transition whatever direction we need to go. Oh, it's going to be south. So Hearthsong will be our transition point. But I want to go take a quick peek up here first. And we'll of course quick save again, just to make sure that we have a recent save to fall back on when we inevitably die again. Druids seem really powerful. I kind of wish I had one now. And in all honesty, paladins are a little underwhelming. They're great tanks, don't get me wrong. I'm sure if I built it to be DPS, it could be. But the auras are a little underwhelming compared to the other abilities that other classes get. Elder Stalagars. And a normal Stalagar. Just go down. What the hell? There's a person there. Dying monk. The man on the ground gasps for air, clutching his chest as he struggles. On closer examination, you see his red cloak obscures the full extent of his injuries. His face whitens as blood pools around him. Please, traveler. He reaches out arduously, extending his hand towards you. What happened? Forgetful, so careless. He mutters, blood seeping from his lips. Cuts on my knuckles for morning's practice. He holds his blood-soaked hand out in front of him. The Stelgares. They smelled the blood on me. Thought they found their next meal. The man reaches down to clutch his left leg, his finger running along the jagged length of bone protruding from his knee. They were almost correct. The man stares at you intently for several moments, before his eyes widen in recognition. I've heard of you. Your cruelty is known to us. Will it please you to watch a stranger die? Would it please you more to know I die with my mission unfulfilled? Tell me of your mission. This must be delivered to my order. The monk weakly grasped for his satchel, drawing from it a messenger's scroll case. Take it, he grasps, waving the missive at you. It needs to be carried to the celestial sapling. Give this to my brothers. They will reward you. Do not open it, he cries out, his voice crackling. The contents are for my brothers only. If the seal is broken, they will... Blood erupts from his mouth, streams of red oozing down his neck. His head slumps backwards and his body goes still. I'm going to just stow it, I guess. I really don't care what it says. I'm also going to loot your body for the whatever was on it. Some gold, I guess. Please tell me there's a map transition here too. I don't have to walk all the way back. Excellent, look at that. So we are going to Hearthsong, 12 hours away. We will be coming back for the ogres eventually. We just don't have the strength to do it yet after wiping several times. We don't have the tanks, we don't have the healing, we don't have the DPS. We need to go back to Blackwing Lair. It's payday today! 725 coppers paid, that's a lot of money. Extra more, still. The warrior saunters over, a sneer of suspicion visible beneath streaks of paint. He glances at your gear before favoring you with a long look. Another fugitive from the burning city. The 6 tribes of Glenfath welcome you to Twin Elms. Before you lies the Hearthsong district. You are free to explore it, but do not let your feet stray into other districts. Those are forbidden to Estramorn. What can you tell me about Twin Elms? The city is sacred to all Glenfathans, as it is the place where our ancestors first encountered the Builders. That fated meeting turned our people from generations of wandering to a permanent home among the Builders' relics. When the Builders commanded us to settle here, they allowed us the unique privilege to live among the structures here. It is the only place in Glenfath where this is permitted. The sacred city is divided into 4 districts: Hearthsong, the Commons District; Old Song, the site of our temples; Elms Reach, home of Delemigan and Druids; and the Burial Isle, which is the most sacred place in the city. I'd like to hear about the Hearthsong. This is Hearthsong. It is a place where Glenfathans and Estramorn may gather together. It is also the site of the Passage of the Six, where our tribal leaders, the Anamfatha, meet. He points to a large round building at the other side of the district. That way is the market. Guard your purse there. No one bargains like Glenfathan. And if you need a place to stay, follow the fence to the east. There you will find the way to Celestial Sapling. Which temples lie in Old Song? There is Noonfrost, which is dedicated to Rim Grand. A group of pale elves from the frozen Southlands arrived not long ago to oversee it. There's also the Nest, a temple of Hylia, and Galawain's Maw, a den of beasts dedicated to the hunter god. The road to the Burial Isle also lies that way. Tell me about Elms Reach. There lies Tir Evron, one of the only towers of the Builders still in perfect condition. 2 great elms twine around it. Even the mightiest works of the gods protect the works of the Builders. 2 Delemgin, her sisters, dwell there now. The Hall of Warriors stands at the other end of the district. Rumor has it that Anamfath, Simok of 3 Tusks, Stalgar, is there now. Elms Reach is also where the Druids keep their halls. There are Ovates of the Golden Grove and the Ethic Knoll of Bloodsands. Many shudder at the brutal sacrifices of the Ethic Knoll, but High Ovate Arona is just as powerful in her own way. Do you know anything about the Burial Isle? It is the place where our Anamfatha are laid to rest among the stones placed by the Builders. They say the souls of some of the Anamfathas linger there still. The way lies through Old Song. It is the holiest place in all of Twin Elms. That's all I want to know. Why is it forbidden to enter the remaining districts of the Twin Elms? Twin Elms is a sacred city built where the first keepers of the stone met the Builders. It exists alongside the works of Builders and is the only place in all of Glenfath where it is permitted to set foot among those sacred places. The Estramorn, however, do not have proper respect for the stones there. His words trigger something in your memory. You see an image of a perfect cube of Adra. Just as quickly, the image fades. A leader of one of the tribes could give you the permission of the city. Only Anamenfath Bewell is present at the Passage of the Six today, and she has her own troubles. He jerks his head at a long hut in the middle of the district. You have other questions. I haven't heard of the Keepers of the Stone. The oldest of the 6 tribes, he points at the tip of his sword at a long hut behind him, up the stairs into the Passage of the Six. This is where our Anfatha gather. Bewell, Anamenfath of Guided Compass, can tell you more. Who are the Builders? You know them as the Angwithans. To us, they are the Builders, creators of the sacred places that we guard to this day. I will keep your words in mind, good sir. Best that you keep your Visit brief. Word has reached our ears that the riots have ended, and the gates of Defiance Bay have opened once more. Interesting. Well, that's
Never been out this way before.
It is a long head, actually.
Hard to believe it's the same country.
I'm going to go to the weapon shop first. They said it was a round building. I'm going to guess it's the Hearthsong Market. Anything else going on at our stronghold? Oh man, we lost a bunch of stuff when that attack happened. The west curtain wall was destroyed. Oh man, we actually have to rebuild that shit. Oh. I actually have to upkeep this place permanently. That's painful and kind of dumb. I don't know if I like that, actually. We have now 4 days of resting to do to fix our freaking keep. I don't know if I like that at all, actually. It just seems kind of irritating. Alright, where's some traders? I need someone that sells good stuff. Let me see your wares. Alright, some good items. Grace hit, exceptional, stunning, spell striking. What does spell striking do? Minor missiles on strike, I guess? That's neat. Strike hard is exceptional, speed, disorienting, interesting. Bleska's labor is superb, accuracy, condition or coordinating, and draining. That's actually an incredibly nice club. Exceptional hunting bows and stuff like that. Do you have any armor by chance? Yes, you do. You have exceptional small shields, an exceptional plate armor, and you have curd tames, which is medium armor and is fine of resolve. Exceptional plate armor is quite nice. And the Helm of Darkseid gives protection, or perception, not protection. Anything else? Not really. Anything? There's a person there. Alright.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Yeah. Ah, yes, we should read this. An old elven woman clothed in the thick robes beckons you to approach. Welcome, foreigner, welcome. Her forearms splotched by green and blue stains wiggle out of her hanging sleeves like caterpillars out of ripe fruits. I've got what you seek. Always, come see. Between bows and smiles, she points to a little girl beside the herbalist's store. We are here to help you, foreigner. Yes, we are. The Fisher Crane tribe serves your people. Unguents, potions, tinctures. If you see it, I have it always. Which she does. Does she have rubies? Because I need those. Let's buy those. Because we want to make some exceptional stuff and upgrade our own items. Because some of them are pretty amazing. Like this dagger. Pretty good. Although if we find a better saber, I might take that instead. This one we can't really upgrade too much. I guess we could make it exceptional. Can we make it superb eventually? We're at 5 out of 12, so probably. Interesting. What does superb take? It takes a sapphire and a sky dragon eye. It's a lot. Alright, well, we'll ponder that a little bit. Or we could upgrade this item too. I mean, we could give this one exceptional. Make it pretty powerful. But we can't give it, or at least we don't know how to give it things like DR bypasses and stuff. Which are pretty amazing on their own, so we'll think about that.
Builder's
Rennet,
wisdom to you.
what do you got? What's a Dulkil? That is a pretty nice pistol. And what's this? This is a blunderbuss. And it does damage reduction, defenses, accuracy. And Emaret is a mace. Interesting. Alright. I'm gonna ponder this. There's dragon eggs here. But dragon eggs are not what we need. What I do need to do is sell these things off, though. Traps are pretty good, actually. Maybe one day we'll buy some traps. Maybe we could use it for that ogre fight. Draw them all into a bunch of traps. Who else do we have to talk to? Tamra.
Hail, Estramor.
Hide armor, padded armor, hide armor. So nothing particularly great that we want. And Messedin is the last person. Or Messedin. And just camping supplies and stuff like that. We will grab some camping supplies because they're good. And we're out of here.
You must gather your party before venture.
I kind of regret now not going back to defend the keep. Now that we have to repair all that shit. We have market stalls. We have like 2 weeks of repairs to do on that stupid keep again. I don't like that. I really, really don't. What's the celestial sapling? A tabby cat snaps out of its placid stupor as you approach. It opens its eyes wide, following your every step before trotting to your side to rub against your legs. What? Do we get a new pet? I wonder if our current cat will like that. Can we keep it? Where did it go? Tabby cat? Tabby cat. Where are you? There's a Stelgare here. Alright, well, let's go to... Oh, it's an underground thing. Oh, that's interesting. Or an upper ground thing. Let's go find out. Between this video and the next one, I'll go back to the keep. Just rest for free until we repair our whole keep. Super duper annoyed about that. Oh, what is a Rotuck? You want up? I pull. Okay, so he's gonna pull us up. It's nice of him, I guess. Ah, the tavern with ogre bouncers. That's not intimidating. Not a lot of named people. Let's go see if there's any loot to be had in the rooms upstairs. There's a high monk.
Hail, traveler!
The monk massages his temples, his face buried in his palm. As you approach, he looks up. This room needs a proper door, he mutters. My brothers and I rented this space that we might have some measure of privacy in this foreign land. Perhaps you could find another room here at the inn. I met another monk in robes like yours. He died of his wounds right as I found him. The monk's eyes widen, his fists curl, in a crackling barrage of popping joints. Robes like ours, you say? Was he carrying anything? Did he tell you anything? Hand you anything? Please, we've been waiting for another of our order to meet us here, and if you found him... All eyes fall to the floor as the monks begin to whisper chants in unison to their fallen friend. I'm going to show him the message. He gave me this missive. Hand me that, then. The monk exclaims as he snatches the missive from your grasp. Almost immediately, his face turns red. I mean, please, this is of great importance. Breaking the seals, the monk unrolls the handwritten scroll contained within and quickly reads the message, his lips breathlessly melting the text. He returns to his brothers. My brethren, the Archmartyr has sent word. At long last, we now have what we need. Thank you, stranger, the monk says, folding his hands in front of him as he bows deeply. Your honest soul is to be applauded. I admit I was surprised when you handed me the message. I expected the seals to be broken. The monk turns red, his face smiling for the first time. I am glad to see common decency is not yet lost from this world. He reaches into the folds of his robe. Here, your honesty must be rewarded. And we got some positive... Fine and reflection. Huh, interesting. Alright,
What is it?
we got some reputation increase with this place. And we completed that quest, which is very nice. I actually... let's talk to this guy. Swyneth, or Quineth, a slender woman in dusty leathers, locks eyes with you. It's good to see someone from more civilized lands around here. Her unkempt hair sprouts and wavy black tusks, despite the fine features that sculpt her face. A cleft chin completes her boyish appearance. I'm learning firsthand that many of the shortcomings of Glenfathan hospitality. Her gloved hands come to rest on the pommel of a long estoc, cinched low on her hip. I can almost forgive the hostility towards outsiders, but the temperate taverns and these watered-down drinks, inexcusable. I hope I don't seem too forward, but I need to help my friends, and you look like the right person for the job. A sly smile carves a dimple on her cheek, which is to say, you're not Glenfathan, making you the closest thing I've got to an ally in this paranoid land. She gives you a coquettish, sideways glance. And allies, well, they help each other, do they not? What help do you need? My friends have drawn some unwanted attention. Swyneth looks to both sides, scanning for uninvited listeners. Glenfathan scouts, and not just a many mob of local zealots, the Fangs. She pauses to let the name settle in the air. The Fangs are a brutal, relentless bunch, eager to make an example of troublesome outsiders. As for why I need your help, her smile widens as she speaks. I need someone to warn the expedition that trouble is coming, and I need someone ready to fight if it comes to that. She taps her hand on the pommel of her estoc. With any luck, I'll reach my friends before the Fangs do, but if not, the Fangs have a reputation to uphold, so this might require spilling blood. Why aren't you with the rest of your friends? Why not warn them yourself? Her posture stiffens at the question. It was my turn to handle far patrol. I spotted the Fangs on my trek back to camp. I knew that rejoining the main group would risk leading the enemy right back to the expedition. I know the woods and I know how to stay quiet, but I didn't want to stake my friends' lives on my ability to sneak past expert hunters like the Fangs. If they'd noticed me warning my friends, we'd been overrun. Swyneth tilts her head to the side and points to you with a grin. But if they notice me and some reinforcements like, say, you, well, at least we can scare them off or put up a good fight. What did your friends do to draw the attention of the Fangs? Just setting foot in Glenfath is a good way to offend the tribes. I don't know how they picked up our trail. I suspect one of the newer scouts didn't cover his tracks well enough. When I spotted the Fangs, we were retracing a path the expedition had taken days before. Or they were retracing, sorry. Tell me more about your expedition. I'd like to think we're on a mission of reclamation. Swyneth darts a shrewd smile. It's said that our armies left behind many valuables in their hasty retreat from Glenfath at the time of the War of Black Trees. So the way I see it, we're simply gathering up what our ancestors left behind. I doubt the Glenfathans agree with me on this, she adds with a dimpled grin. My expedition set out from Defiance Bay, heading directly east to cross into Glenfathan lands. I split off once we arrived at the Bale, the natural frontier between our nations. The plan was for me to keep my eyes on the Glenfathans while the main group scoured the target area. For days we eluded them. She walks her fingers over the back of her leather glove, leaving a trail on its dusty surface, but the Fangs got wise to our presence. I'll help you warn the expedition. Swyneth smiles with an overt display of dimples. Excellent, I knew I could count on you. Assuming the Fangs didn't already get them, my friends should now be at or around the Pilgrim's Trail in the North Weald. The plan was to camp along a trail leading to the Temple of Hylia. Find my comrades, warn them the Fangs are coming, and help them clear out the forest. I'll head out first on my own to see if I can't lead the Fangs astray to buy us some time. She pulls her estoc a few inches out of its scabbard and cracks a smile. If the gods smile on us, we won't have to draw steel. Should it come to that, I'm glad you're on our side. I don't know if I did the right thing on that one, but let's go loot a room. If nobody's inside. Oh, of course there are people inside, although that isn't a gold named person. So what do you have to say? Nothing. You have nothing to say. Alright. A cool breeze whistles through the leaves. I like the rhyme. The unusual stone pulses with warmth. Also nifty. Alright. I know we're only at 24 minutes, but I desperately need some breakfast, so I think I'm going to end this video right here, or pretty close to here. I also want to head back to our stronghold and rest that up, get our stronghold back into its normal condition. And I know that that's extremely boring, watching me hit sleep for 8 hours over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until we're done with like a week's worth of reconstructions, I think. We got 3 days, 24 hours, 4 days, and then 1 day, so 9 days of stuff to do to fix up our keep. So annoyed by that. Anyways, I'm going to end the video and we'll come back and do the rest of the Twin Elms area. We're also going to bring Pallegina back with us.
You must gather your party
because she
before
has
venturing
a
forth.
quest for us to do here, which means that we need to replace someone with her. We'll probably replace... Let's probably replace Kana just for the time being. We'll bring Pallegina along, do her quest, and then we'll go back and get Kana again, just so that we can finish up that. Hopefully that'll work, and she can do her quest.
Close your eyes, Watcher.
So, like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.